We're going to turn things over to our next amazing speaker for the day. Sandra Scala is a stay-at-home mom whose focus in life is her family. Three of which who are on the autism spectrum, ADHD and one with Tourette's syndrome. She herself has a rare genetic condition called Usher syndrome, which is described as a combination of both vision and hearing loss. She manages to keep smiling as she copes with the changes in her vision, as well as her anxiety. Sandra's passion is to motivate and inspire those who are struggling, to find the strength and courage within to keep moving forward. Through her blog, The Mind Untangled, and her book, New Beginnings, she shares her quotes and thoughts about life. She is staying strong, even through the darkness, as she makes the most of what life has to offer. She encourages others to do the same and know that they are not alone. Please welcome our next amazing speaker, Sandra Scala.
Yeah, and I think the loud screaming you heard were my three children in the front row here. Yay, Mom! No, hi everybody, I'm Sandra, and as Charlotte said, I have a blog, The Mind Untangled, and I say staying strong even through the darkness because I go through anxiety. I am legally blind, and I wear hearing aids, and I have children, and I take each day as it comes, one day at a time. When I say I'm legally blind, yes, I see everybody here, but the way my vision works is like it's a box. I don't have any peripheral vision, so I see straight through, or if I'm looking at someone, that's all I see. And I wear hearing aids. My night vision, forget it. I can't walk in the dark unless I have somebody with me or I have my canine vision dog. So it all started when, well, basically I was born with very low hearing loss, and I was the only kid in a town of 700 people who wore hearing aids. So I was always looked at and always, oh, she wears hearing aids. Why does she wear hearing aids? And as well as my brother, I have an older brother, and he wears hearing aids as well, and he also has Usher syndrome, so he's losing his vision as well. So with Usher syndrome, it's progressive. Eventually, the tunnel gets smaller and smaller and smaller until pretty much you can't see anymore. So you can probably imagine where my anxiety comes from. And with three kids, and then actually I remarried, so I'll tell you about that in a second, but when I was a single mom, raising three girls on my own, it was pretty tough. And this is the thing. You get in a spot where you don't know what the heck you're going to do. And how do you keep pushing forward with nothing to go by except your kids? I was at a state in my life where I didn't really care about anything except my children. They were my why. And that's what I'm pushing today, is that you have to find your why. You have to find your reason as to why you want to keep pushing forward. In 2014, I went to go and get my vision checked. I had avoided it for 10 years. I found out when I was 19 years old. I avoided the optometrist for 10 years because I didn't want them to take my license away. Sure enough, I go to the optometrist. I get a letter in the mail. We're sorry to say, but we have to send you to the MTO. You're going to lose your license. We find it not dangerous for you to drive, and it's not safe. So 3 months later, I got a letter saying my license was suspended. And shortly after that, that was in February of 2014, and I lost it. Sure, yeah, I had a nervous breakdown. I had whatever you want to call it. But I cried, and the kids were there. They saw me crying. They asked me what was wrong. I told them. And everything seemed to go downhill from there. But, it's weird because, like I said, it's my kids, it's my support system, it's the family. There's a lot of people, I think, who struggle with mental health these days. There's a lot of people. And they just hide. They don't want to talk to anybody. They're too scared of what people are going to think about them, what they're going to say. Women, children, little girls, whatever, even men. we all are in the same boat, and we're not alone. And it's just that time that you have to find the strength to say, okay, you know what? I'm better than this. I don't need to be down here when I can be up there. Yeah, I stopped working. How was I going to support 3 kids on my own? Yeah, I went back with my ex-husband to see if it would work out. I thought it was the best thing for the kids. It turned out it wasn't. And then I met my new husband now. We met through our children. My daughter, she's on the spectrum. She's high functioning. His 2 children, they're both on the higher autism spectrum. My other daughter, Tourette's syndrome. My other daughter's a little too smart for her own being. She's And so, you know, it's funny because we all have challenges. And then when I say staying strong even through the darkness, it's like you have your dark moment, but there's still a light at the end of the tunnel. There's still hope. There's still faith. There's still love. You can find that anywhere, right? With the support and love of other people around you. I wrote a poem. I love writing poetry. So I'm going to read one to you when I was going through some of my rough times, and I printed it out so I didn't mess up. But I called it Purity, and I was sitting down by the lake one day, and I just did my writing. And I think I did this as a reminder to myself. And so now I want to share that with you. So strong, so pure is who you are. Be that person even from afar. Deep within is the real you. Please stay away from feeling blue. You see those feelings will bring you down, pulling you, forcing you only to drown. It's the different emotions which you feel, but with hope and faith, He will help you heal. For all that hurt will indeed go away. In time, with patience, it will be okay. So wash away those tears that flow and let your true beauty start to show. So, hold on. Juliana. So, it's just a reminder. I mean, I think as anybody going through anxiety, I've had my moments where I wake up, I can't breathe, my hands are all clammy, my heart is pounding, it's crazy. I don't know what takes over me. But I wasn't scared to share that with my girls. Once they started growing up, it's like, okay, girls, this is who I am. I go through my mood swings. They know when it's going to be that time. And it's, but they're good. They understand. Yeah, sure, we have our moments, but they're okay. They're getting it. And the reason why I started my Mind Untangled is I'm always untangling my mind. I always have 10,000 thoughts going at once. And I want to make a difference in this world. I want people to show kindness, to show compassion. When you see somebody sitting down crying or reacting in a different way, you know, don't just assume that they're dumb or they're being ridiculous. It's not about that. A lot of people have issues and they don't know how to deal with them, so we just have to be supportive of them. And it's like I see a lot of that with my daughter going through school. Nobody wants to be her friend. Why? Because she talks differently. Because she acts differently. Well, if you listen to me, I talk differently. And no, I don't have a French-Canadian accent. I wear hearing aids. That's who I am. It doesn't define who I am. I'm a good person in my heart. And that's what it's all about. So, on that note, there was one night, I want to tell you one more story. There was one night, the edge. Oh my God. So there was one night, so it's getting to the point where if there's the counter in the kitchen, and I don't even remember what it was that was on there. There's something on there. And my daughter, she said, no, Mommy, it's right there. Well, right there was right here. Like it was crazy because I don't notice the vision changes so quickly, right? So it happened to be right beside me. Oops. So she realized this, and this was just a few months ago, and she realized it, and she started crying, and she was upset because she knows that I'm losing my vision. So this is another piece of writing I did, because after that night, we were hugging and crying, and I was telling her it's okay, and I'm trying to be the strong one for her, Sure, it's going to get darker. It doesn't mean I'm not, I try to enjoy life with all my children and my new family, and we take trips because I want to experience it. I want to do things with them. Life is too short, and not everybody can do that. But I say, give it your best shot and just enjoy life. Too short. So I said to Madison, this is another thing in my words. I called it hold on tight. Oops, sorry, Madison. Holding you tightly, tears stream down our cheeks. We're trembling and sobbing. I try not to be weak. I try so hard. What else can I do? The fear that's inside me is so real, so true. So why, oh why is it one day I shan't see? As the tunnel gets smaller, I ask why, oh why me? I may appear strong, I may appear wise. I may laugh, I may sing, but damn, they're my eyes. And so I say to you. As we take each new day that is given to us, with the bumps and the curves, we will learn to adjust. I will protect you and shield you in each every way. I will love you, oh love you, each and every day. With love, hope, and faith, we will search for the light. Always be with each other as we just hold on tight. And that's mine. Those are my babies. So stand up, girl. These are my babies. And they're all teenagers, and yeah, we have our disagreements, but it's all good. It's all good. So just stay strong. Do crazy things. I did skydiving this morning at 8:30. 13,000 feet. 13,500 feet up in the air. Wow. Yeah, I did it. Fearless, right? Take the jump, take the leap, keep moving forward, help those who need help, and just take each day as it comes. Thank you.